The Austincast. Welcome to the Austincast, episode 5. It's been a couple weeks since the last one, which I had my good friend Brooke on as a guest, which was real fun, and went on for like 2 hours, which is cool. Cool gamer stuff was talked about, trolls. We built a Lego set on stream, and then Dobby tried to disperse the pieces all over my room. So that was fun. So some stuff's happened since the last one. Probably the funniest thing, or most interesting thing that happened was, there was a YouTube video published about me. So it was by a guy named Just Jargon, and so the story behind that is, a couple years ago, I won a good amount of money in a game of Toesies, and so I was watching this guy at the time, Just Jargon, and he had just launched a Patreon, and I was looking at it, and his $100 tier was, make a video of your choice, like pick a video for him to make, and I think he only had it up as a joke, but so I was like, I got some money to waste. I want to see if he'll do a video about me. So I paid him the $100, and told him to make a video about my channel. So 2 years later, he made a video about my other channel. I forgot to specify which one I wanted him to make a video on. So I made a video on the channel that I use to practice editing, and it's pretty funny. It's like 10 minutes, and it was weird because I hadn't really watched his videos in like a year, and then I searched my name, like my username on Google, and I saw in like the images it was like a thumbnail in a style with my face, and I got really confused for a second, so I clicked on it, and then I remembered, well, what it was someone like liked on Twitter, liked the video that when he tweeted it and added me, and I also have had Twitter deleted for like months. So I watched that, and that was really funny. And it was funny going through the comments and seeing people react to me, my personality. I guess, well, I don't react to the videos I made. So it was pretty fun to watch. And then the channel that I made the video on got like 30 subscribers out of nowhere. Well, not out of nowhere, but because of the video, which was really funny. So then I posted like a little update thing as a joke on that channel. So, if you haven't seen the video, search up Just Jargon and look for the thumbnail with my face, and it'll be like all green and stuff. It'll have like a green filter. Whew. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. Today I've noticed there's about 500 flies in my room, and me and Dobby have been killing them one by one. I killed like 20 flies today. Dobby's gotten a few, but they just keep coming. And it is very annoying because they are loud and gross and just keep buzzing around my head. And I can't figure out why they're up here. There's like no food or anything left out. So I don't know how they all congregated up here. But hopefully soon enough I can eradicate them all in one fell swoop. And then it'll be done with. It's better than having fleas on my carpet, I suppose. Because that used to happen every summer. I would get fleas on my carpet, but I haven't had that issue this summer. I went the other week, like a couple weeks ago, was my sister's graduation, and so I had some family from Kentucky come up, and we went whale watching the day of my sister's graduation, which I love. I love just going out in the ocean, and it's been a long time since I've really been out in the ocean, like to the point where you can't see any land. So it was real fun going out there, and we got like extremely lucky. Like there was like 5 humpback whales that we just kind of hung around, and they kept breaching, which breaching is when they jump out of the water. Kept breaching, they kept like slapping their fins on the water. It was really cool to see. And right behind me, a baby humpback whale breached and fully came out of the water and went back in. And we were like, I was like 12 feet away from a humpback whale because they were just that close. And they were there for like 2 hours. It was really cool to see. So we saw humpback whales, and then on our way back to Plymouth, the boat took off from Plymouth, and our way back to Plymouth Harbor. I don't know why I'm doing a voice. We passed some orcas, but I didn't get a chance to see the orcas. So that was cool. And then we got lunch at Wood Seafood, which is right next to the docks, which is where my uncle works. And I think every single one of my uncles has worked there at some point or another. And my dad too worked there. So it's a good restaurant. If you ever want authentic New England seafood, go there. Plymouth Waterfront. Short walk from Plymouth Rock. Ooh. Trying to think. I don't know. I guess besides the whale watching, not too much has happened. I've been pretty bored. Most of my days work and sitting with Dobby. Uh, there's a fly on my laptop right now. I fucking hate these things. I just want them to go away and leave me alone. I'm just gonna adjust my laptop real quick. Yeah, I haven't made one since mostly just because I haven't gotten around to it. Now I'm sitting here struggling with topics. We could talk about shoes. So something I like to do when I'm just out in public is I like to see what kind of shoes people wear. And I don't know, I think it says a lot about their personality. You can tell if someone's into fashion, or if someone's like a kind of like a it's like a working man. You could tell if someone is just care about being comfy, or if someone's like athletic. You can tell stuff about their personality based on the shoes they wear. So um, in the so I like doing that, and there's really only one shoe brand I like, or two. There's two shoe brands I like. Them being Timberland boots, and Crocs. Now, I wear Crocs around my house a lot because they're comfy, but I don't like going out in public in them, especially since I lost some weight and my feet shrunk a bit, so my Crocs are a little too big for me now. They're more like flip-flops now. So, I haven't worn them out in public in a while. I wear them at college a lot, walking to classes and stuff. And I don't wear my Tims much because I hate driving in boots. And so I don't wear them to work or anything because I do a lot of driving for work. And also they're not good for walking and standing in all day. So I really usually just wear them when I was hanging out. I was hanging out with friends, or doing nothing all day and I just wanted to head outside. And it's been a while since I actually wore those out. But I probably won't, since we've been having a heat wave, and I would stink those the fuck up if I wore them out. So since like I don't usually wear my favorite shoes out, I usually wear some Nike sneakers I got for Christmas because they're comfortable. They're really good for my work. Like they're real good for that, walking and standing, and they're just easy to slip on. So I don't know. A lot of thing with me is I tend to dress more comfy when I go outside, like t-shirts, shorts, sweatshirts in fall and winter. Which which that's not how I like to look. Like if I were to dress how I like to look, I'd usually wear like boots, jeans, and in winter I'd wear a jacket. But like being pretty hurts, so it's very cumbersome and very warm. And I'm someone that gets warm very easily, so it's usually a bit too much for winter. Unless like I was doing my Edaville job and I would be standing outside in like 20-degree weather for extended amount of times, then it wouldn't be too bad. But I don't know. It's never really constantly cold enough for me to be able to wear those comfortably. Because usually when I go out, like I spend like a few minutes outside and then I go inside to like a store or a house. It's never like I usually just hang out around outside. Unless I were to go to the canal or something, but that was like once a week I would do that. And it's not like I'm going to classes or anything. I ain't trying to impress people. So that's how I like to dress. That and baseball. I like to wear baseball caps too. Lately, I haven't been because they've just felt uncomfortable for the past like year. Like I don't know what it is about it, but they felt like tight on my head and stuff. So I haven't been wearing hats that often, but I love hats. And it's a shame because I get a lot of hats, but I don't wear most of them because the hats that I really like to wear, like cowboy hats or like my Greek sailor hat. But like you go out in public in those, and people are gonna like stare at you and look at you. And if there's like one thing I do not like, it's sticking out. I like to blend in as much as possible, which is why I um I don't really wear those hats too often. And even when I was down at IOS, where you could wear a cowboy hat and people wouldn't think you were weird, I still wouldn't do it because I just feel weird. But occasionally, when I'm go over to a friend's house or something, I'll wear one of the hats I like. Or if I'm just hanging out inside and I feel like wearing a hat. I wish I could feel more comfortable and dress how I like to dress. But I don't know. I think I just care more about not sticking out in public. So who knows? Maybe one day I'll change. I'll just not care anymore, and I'll start wearing those hats out. It's kind of funny. A lot of people, their goals is to be as much as a individual and as much of a character as possible to separate themselves from the crowd, and they dread being one in a million, one of a million. Like everyone wants to be one in a million, but I'm the one person in the world that wants to be one of a million. I've always just wanted to be like interchangeable in a group. Like I don't. It sounds weird, but like I'll put it this way: growing up, I wanted to be a stormtrooper because when you're a stormtrooper, you got like a million other guys that are just like you, and you just you belong, like you're of a group, and that's why I think I I got really into the military because like you join the military, you're one of a million, you're in a group of a bunch of people that are dressed just like you and look like you as far as like haircuts and stuff like that goes. Like everyone has the same haircut or has like one of like five haircuts in the military just because that's how it has to be. with like uniform regulations. And that's like what I've always wanted. And so one of the few places that I do feel that is when I'm driving in my car. I don't feel like an individual. Like I feel like normal. And that's like one of the few things I like about driving is like I feel like everybody else when I'm in the car. And there's just 5 cars on the road that look just like mine. I'm driving just like everybody else. Stuff like that. I enjoy. But I don't know. I don't know why. I think it's because like when I was younger, we would well, I don't know if I brought it up on the podcast before, but you guys listening already know about my brother. My brother's special needs, and he was always very behavioral and loud, especially when we were younger. So whenever we went out in public, people would always stare at us and give us like dirty looks and stuff, especially if like we went to a restaurant or anything. And they would like sit us away from people. So I think just growing up, I always had people kind of staring at me and my family with dirty looks and stuff. So internally, I just wanted to blend in and not be stared at. That's probably why. And then I don't know if it's just me, but whenever I go out in public, I always notice people like staring at me, giving me like weird looks. And I'm not sure like why. I don't know if it's not it's not like how I dress because I just dress like other guys really. Shorts, t-shirts, or my work gear. I'm in khakis and a polo. Like it's not like I'm dressing in like weird clothing or anything. And like I don't think like I'm super ugly or anything or have a super like standout face, like something that people would kind of just like stare at. So I'm not really sure why people like will stare at me and give me dirty looks. And people tell me it's because like it's me that I'm like looking and interpreting these ways, or I look at them first and then they give me a dirty look or something like that. But it's not that because it usually how I notice is it's out of my peripherals. I notice that someone's like staring at me and like kind of grimacing, and I'll look over and they'll look at me for like a second and then look away when they notice that I've noticed them. No one's ever like said anything to me that I can remember at least. But it's like been that way since high school. Like whenever I go to Walmart or like if I go on a walk. Oh wait, no, someone has said something before. It was at IUS, and I used to take nighttime walks at IUS because it was cold and peaceful and tranquil, very quiet. And one time I was just kind of walking around campus, and I was passing the front of campus, like the kind of sidewalk in front of the buildings, and this group of girls like drove up next to me, and they called me a fucking weirdo, and they drove away. It wasn't even like that late. It was like 9. It was 9 o'clock. So it was that, and I think there was something else like that that happened at IUS. It's kind of annoying. I don't know. I think maybe other people feel the same way. Like they feel like they stick out. So maybe it's not just like a me thing, but it's just one of those things that kind of annoy me. But I guess it's just what I have to deal with. I also so Gob City update. I started designing all the like different Groblinoids, like actually drawing them. So I was having some fun with that. I'm not good at drawing at all, but I just kind of wanted to get like the image that was in my head on paper in some way, and then I can get somebody better at drawing to kind of make those look better. So I think out of all the designs I did, my favorite was for the troll, and I posted the designs on Snapchat, but I made like a new story that only had like certain people on it, because I didn't want like random ass people seeing my shitty drawings, so I made like a whole uh, private private story for that. So if you're listening to this, you've probably seen it. And that was pretty fun. Yeah, so the troll I liked because I made him kind of like, trolls are like about 5 feet in Gob City universe, and I gave him like a hoodie. I made him kind of look like a gamer. I gave him like cargo shorts. I gave him a hoodie that has like a list. It's like single taken gamer, and then it has like gamer checked off. And he's got like weird facial hair that goes up. And he's got like these little like kind of fangs. So I like the design of that one a lot. And then he has like headphones in and stuff. And I also like the design for what I did for the ogre, but the ogre is also like a character. And so I drew a character I wanted to do called Swan. And Swan's this kind of big ogre guy, and he's like wearing like a Patriots sweatshirt, and he's got like a Boston Red Sox hat on. And Swan is gonna be just a character. He's gonna be like just a reoccurring character in the show. I was talking about this like it's actually gonna happen, but he's gonna be a recurring character in the show, and he's gonna be an ogre that Dave Jebberman runs into in Boston Commons when he's like having his initial freakout. So that's where Swan will be introduced, Swan the ogre. And so like he's just kind of like a nod to, if you ever played Fallout 4, Swan's Pond and the super mutant behemoth in there that you get the Furious Power Fist from, which the Furious Power Fist was my go-to weapon in Fallout 4. And Swan's Pond was Boston Common in the Fallout universe. So he's just kind of like a nod to that, because I figured why not. Super mutants are kind of like ogres anyway. So I figured I'd have Swan in my little make-believe show. And I like kind of how I did the design for him too. Like the drawing's not good at all, but like kind of like how his face is with his chin, and I give him like little kind of Shrek ears almost. And so Swan and the Troll, I think, are my favorite actual drawings I did for the Groplanoids. I also designed like I also drew Glebeldorf. I drew Gnome. What a gnome! I drew another character called Officer Gorg, who's like an orc cop. He's basically just the guy from Bright, because I think it'd be funny to have basically whatever the guy's name from Bright in the show. I drew, I think I already said Gnome, but I drew Gnome, Frost Giant, and I also did a design for Puckwudgie, and the Puckwudgie is kind of like imagine a hedgehog and a turtle shell is kind of what I tried to go for, which isn't really, I don't really think that's close to what like the actual Puckwudgies were described as, but I kind of wanted to do something. I kind of wanted to just make up a design of my own, and I kind of like it. It has a little very nature feel to it. Dobby's eating some dinner. I still haven't really knocked out any more of the script, which is the worst part of this, because I hate... It's weird, I get like writer's block after 20 minutes. It's either I get writer's block after like a little bit of writing, or I'm just not typing fast. I'm typing way slower than my thoughts. So then I just get annoyed at myself and then just stop. So there's a little bit of both going on, I guess. And then just trying to write realistic dialogue is annoying. I've been thinking about kind of jobs for the future, like what some career goals I could try to make, which has been kind of more depressing than I hoped, because really I want a job where I sit at a desk, just like sit at a desk in an office. That's like what I want, whether it be like a cubicle or like an actual office, because I just want like a 9 to 5 office job. I don't like labor, I don't like weird hours, and I don't like interacting with people. In an office job, you kind of interact with coworkers, but coworkers is different than customers. I can do coworkers. I can. It's annoying, but I can do it. As long as they're not like the absolute worst people. But the thing about that is, with office jobs, you need a college degree. And if I did go back to college, first of all, I would change my major. I wouldn't. It wouldn't be like it's not a necessity to change it, but a political science degree isn't very useful, and I do not want to do 2 or 3 years worth of political science classes. I think I would actually snap. I cannot deal with politics anymore. So I'd have to change my major, and I'd have to figure out what I could change it to. That would be a subject I could pass, because I'm not, like, I'd have to figure out something that I could do that would be a useful degree that could get me an office job. And the big thing now, because like like the pandemic and shit, is everything's online, and I cannot do online classes. One, because I'm not very good at I'm just not good at making sure I do my work when I'm sitting in my room with surrounded by stuff I'd rather be doing than schoolwork. And that's a problem like I had in high school and college and shit. And it's not like I can go, because like in college, if I had to do online shit, I would go to like the library or some shit like that. And I'd kind of be forced to do it. But like, if I'm doing it at home on my laptop, there's just nowhere I can go that I wouldn't be distracted. And I also have this aurora around me where technology just does not work for me. Like it doesn't like me. Computers do not like me. And I think the best story that sums this up is for my public speaking class. I made a presentation, like this whole presentation. I made it, and then the morning of, I went and I got breakfast. It's 2 hours before class. I checked the presentation to make sure I did everything right. So I open up. I did it on Google, like Google Docs, not Google Docs, but like the Google class things. So I did it on Google like Slides or whatever, which automatically saves your progress, and it automatically saves everything. So I go to check it, and my presentation's not there, which should be fucking impossible with Google Slides. So I'm looking at it, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, where the fuck is my presentation? So I like emailed my professor, and then I tracked him down before class and told him. And I told him, like, I know this seems like a lie, but I promise you, this happened. And so luckily he had faith in me. But, so, like, that type of shit would happen all the time to me. Like, shit would just glitch out, and it would be annoying as fuck. I had no luck. I had the worst luck with computers. So if I did, like, an education that was entirely that, if it wasn't, if I would fail, if not my fault, for fucking technology's fault. And I don't know why. I don't know why I'm cursed to have fucking horrible computer experiences. So, if I do go back, I'm gonna wait till I can do a significant amount of it in person. But that's if I do go back. And then the other thing is, it's like, if I went for an office job, it'd probably be at home. And then I have the same problems at school as home. Sucks. It's like, it's like, I've been trying to figure out what jobs are like kind of out there that I could do and at least somewhat enjoy, not dread and have check off like what I want in a job. But like everyone in my family they all work in like kitchens. I work in like restaurants and shit like that. And my mom kind of just moved job to job throughout like me growing up. So my mom's never really had like a career that she's always been in. She's always done like one thing and then another. Like like uh like her last job. Well, she got laid off because of Corona. Her last job was like working at a school. So I'm very different from the rest of my family when it comes to work because I'm not a worker. I'm not a laborer. I can not do what my parents had to do, like working constant 12 plus hour shifts and two to three jobs at once. Like that's not me. That's not an ability I have. So I'm kind of screwed, and it sucks because even if I had a time machine and can go back and tell my high school self what not to do and what to do, I still wouldn't do it because that means that I wouldn't have my little Dobby. It sucks because now I'm because now I can only. I mean, it's not like I'd ever get a time machine or anything like that, but I have to think forward, which is always very depressing. And also, I like to think realistically, which a lot of people say is like a flaw of mine, not like a flaw or like bad to do, because I think they don't think I'm thinking realistically. They think I'm thinking negative, which I guess technically I am. That's because it's because things are negative. Like I've talked to people and like they're like, yeah, like in 2 years I'm gonna try to do this, or I'm gonna move here and do this, like, and they they aren't really thinking if they can financially do it. They're just thinking that they will do it, which only leads to bad times and experiences and mistakes. Oh, hi, Dobby. Oh, Dobby just sneezed. Yeah, no, Dobby. Dobby's one of those people that like to think positively and not realistically. Isn't that right? Yes, sure. You tried jumping 7 feet to catch a fly. Oh, yes, you did. So, suppose the best positive outcome requires a college degree. Which sucks, because I did not, I do not want to have to do that. But who knows, maybe Maybe I'll draw a lucky card or something. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a bunch of sponsorship deals or something, and I can just do this. I can just talk to my laptop. Oh, sorry, I keep yawning. It's like 9:46, which is pretty late for me now. But the good thing is I don't have to work tomorrow. But something else is, so recently my Xbox disc tray stopped working, so I can't play any disc games anymore, which is very annoying because they're downloaded onto my Xbox, so they are on there. The only reason I can't play them is I don't have the little key that is the disc that you don't need. I fucking hate the Xbox. But so I really, it's like, it's not too big of a deal because I still have a lot of games like downloaded, but it's kind of getting to the point where I'm gonna have to upgrade, and I am not getting another console. So yesterday I was kind of looking at pre-built gaming PCs because every time I talk to people about getting PCs, and they always like, oh yeah, you gotta build this and get this, and I'm not a tech guy. Like, I'm horrible with computers. I'm really bad. So and if I did build up my own PC, I wouldn't be building it. I'd have someone that knows shit about PC building it. So I'd just rather buy a pre-built PC. So I was doing a little bit of research yesterday, and I think I decided I'm gonna get the Alienware Aurora 11. I was watching some stuff on that, and it's pretty pricey, but I think it's the way for me to go to get into PC gaming. And I look at that, and it's like, okay, this, as long as I treat it well and be responsible, this will last me a while, and I can use it for games, and I could also, what I think about is I can also use it to enhance my little podcast thing and do better editing, so I can practice editing on actual editing software, or actual good editing software. And so I was like, oh, okay. So I was looking into that, so I think I'm gonna get that, and then I won't get a fancy monitor or anything. I'll get a decent one, and then keyboard. I'll just get whatever, and then I'll just use the mouse I already have, because I don't feel like getting one of those fancy gaming mouses. And so I'll have that little setup. And then I was looking into well, I haven't looked into it yet, but I'm thinking about looking into getting a really good mic, like a really good quality mic for recording, so you don't have to listen to the shitty sound. And then I was thinking about just trying to really pump in effort to see if I can make an Austincast that sounds like a real podcast, because I think that would be really funny. And do that. And this is embarrassing. This is really embarrassing, and I won't lie to you. I've hit the point where I'm like, I don't want a real job. I can't get a good real job, probably. If I invest a little bit of money into some technology and into myself, maybe I can get a fake job on the internet, which is really fucking cringy, and I hate that I'm at this fucking level, because I always think it's cringy when people seriously try to, like, get big on YouTube or Twitch or something. And because I don't know, it's just kind of sad. But the way I think of it, is, at the very least, I enjoy talking to myself in front of a computer. And who knows what will happen. Probably, actually, I can guarantee you what will happen. Nothing will happen at all. Because, I'm not that interesting. And I feel like the way... So, because I was thinking about this, about, like, successful podcasts and stuff, or podcasts that I like to listen to. And it's like, usually the podcasts are always, for me, are always funnest when it's like, because I don't really listen to that many podcasts. I only really listen to two. I only listen to two religiously, but then I'll like peek in and out at some other ones. And I know the popular ones are like Joe Rogan and the fucking whatever Misfits? Yeah, Misfits. The official podcast, which I haven't watched the Joe Rogan podcast, but I do not like I don't like Misfits. I don't like the official podcast. I don't like the H3 podcast. 99% of podcasts are just horrible. They're god awful. I don't like Hot Ones. Hot Ones is just dumb. But I feel like podcasts either need a gimmick or need a gimmick, need someone who's entertaining when they talk when they're just by themselves, or they need two people with really good chemistry who, when they talk to each other, it's just nonstop and it's just fun. I mean, not to say like they cut out like the silent bits, but you see podcasts with two people with good chemistry. It's like it's way better than like if I were just to talk to somebody. I don't know. Your co-host would be like a permanent co-host would be fun, but I'm not sure what I would do about that though, because then that would be like I'm just trying to figure out if I did, because eventually I want to try to make these more quality. Which is I fucking hate. I don't know if I'll put this one up. Fucking ugh. It's so stupid. This is the worst one yet. I cannot think of anything to talk about, or I cannot keep a coherent sentence. Oh, what's this? Okay, so I don't know. I just feel fucking dumb talking about me wanting to try to do an actual podcast. I don't know, because I know if I were to ask people, I know they would just automatically be supportive, like, yeah, do it, I believe in you. But it's like I don't want to hear blind supportism. Like, I don't I know what I can improve upon. God, I don't know if I'll upload this one. If I'm being honest, guys. I know if you are listening to this, I obviously uploaded it, but I just cannot think about anything fun to talk about. What has it been? It's been me talking about how how much I feel like you stick out. It's been, I guess, a couple positive updates. Me talking about how embarrassing I feel about wanting to try to put effort and quality into the Austincast. This is a depressing episode. It's more depressing than the first episode. The first episode, I almost cried. Even though I was doing that stupid fucking voice. Dobby, do you support me? She didn't even raise an ear. She just kept gnawing at her toenail. Nah. I've been watching this YouTuber for the past, 4 years, called General Sam. And, he started a podcast about a year ago. And I enjoy it a lot. So, and he does a lot of solo episodes. So, that's why I was thinking about, kinda gave me the idea and hope that maybe if I put effort into it, someone will find it and enjoy it. Someone that doesn't know me. I want at least one person that has no clue who I am to, find that, if I were to, now I don't care. But if I were to put quality into it, that's all I'd want, is just one person that doesn't know me, never heard of me, anything like that, just to stumble across the Austincast, listen to it, be like, I enjoy it, find this guy really funny. That would be it. That would be all I'd want. And then, obviously, if I got popular, got more of a fan base, and got fucking sponsors, that would be epic. But that would be icing on the cake, really. I think it'd be cool. You'd be like, oh wow, I actually made some random person laugh, or happy, or sad, or cry, or whatever. I would see if I ever did have a successful podcast. I would literally take every single sponsor, every single one. I wouldn't do 5 sponsors in one video or anything, but I'd probably do at the most 2 per podcast. But there's no money I would turn away. Unless it was some obvious scam. I wouldn't do a scam. But I would do Raid Shadow Legends. I would do NordVPN. I would do Dauntless. I would do the other ones. I wouldn't actually. The only one besides obvious scams I wouldn't do is maybe Ironside. Cause Ironside, you have to do the stupid Ironside thing in the beginning of all your videos. They do give you a free PC, but I guess at that point I already got one, so why would I want another one? Yeah, I would turn down Ironside. Unless they offered me a boat ton of money. If they did that, if they came out to me and they're like, hey, we'll give you $10,000, then obviously I would accept that, but other than that, then no. Ooh. I'm excited. So, the PC I think I'm going to do as a birthday present to myself. Because, yet again, my birthday plans have been severely karate chopped to the neck. Because, first it was go to Greece. Oh no, Americans can't go to Europe, we're banned. So, oh, I guess I'll go to the next best thing. Tarpon Springs, Florida. Oh, Florida is the epicenter of the virus now. And everything is closed down. Oh, then I guess I'll go to Boston for the night. Oh, it looks like Boston's gonna be the epicenter of the virus in the fall. Oh, guess I'll do nothing then. So, if the highlight of my birthday is gonna be walking to the liquor store and buying a 6-pack of Bud Light, I might as well get myself a fucking computer. And then I could get Tarkov and play Escape from Tarkov. Something I've wanted to do for a year and a half at this point. Ah, God. my last significant birthday until I'm like 30. And the highlight of my day is going to be getting a 6-pack of Bud Light and going home. And it's not even like I can just I don't know. I doubt the world situation's going to improve anytime soon, so who knows, maybe I'll go to Greece on my 58th birthday when the world leaves the second Great Depression. If I don't starve to death at that point, I suppose. God, this keeps getting more and more depressing. But let's talk about Tarkov. Tarkov's not depressing. So if you don't know what Escape from Tarkov is, it's a game where it's like set in like kind of like a post-apocalyptic kind of Russia, and you go in and you try to get as much gear and loot as you can, and try to like leave and try to survive and get to like a little exit point, and you leave, and then you can use your loot, I think, for like crafting or like keep the guns you get, or you could sell it to like to people, or just on like this general game market you can sell your loot. And so it's kind of like a battle royale, but not as fucking stupid. See, because I hate battle royales. I cannot stand them. They've always annoyed me. But with Escape from Tarkov, kinda, it's not a battle royale, but it's similar. And it adds something that draws me in, because you see, I don't like going into a map and my only goal is to kill a bunch of 4-year-olds playing the game while their parents are fighting in the next room over. See, when I go into a game, I want to hoard money. When I play games where there's currency involved and you can sell shit, I turn into like a Jewish dragon. I just hoard. I hoard all the wealth. I don't buy anything, I just sell. I'm like a fucking salesman. I'm a Jewish dragon salesman. And so Tarkov is kind of like that. And the market isn't just like, it's not like Fallout or anything. It's like other players buy shit from you. And so the guy I watch, General Sam, he like, that's what draws him into the game. And so watching him, it's like, oh God, I feel like the Karate Kid, and he's my Mr. Miyagi when it comes to raw business dealings. so, so he gets all this shit, and he's what in the Tarkov community is called a rat. He scurries around on all fours. He grabs his shit. He hides, which is what I plan on doing when I get the game. And so when he sells it, he looks at the market price, and he does it -1 shekel. So instead of like 5,000 rubles, it'll be 4,999 rubles, and the cheap ass fucking player base will save the 1 fucking ruble. So I figure if he's going on there, he does that, and then all his subscribers that play Tarkov are probably going to do that too. But I am going to undercut it by 2 rubles. So they're going to be buying my shit before they buy his shit. So, and I've already got it kind of planned out when I get the game, is I'm just going to go in, and my first, like, couple weeks of the game is just going to be me figuring out how to successfully rat. So I'll just scurry around, pick up whatever random garbage I can find, sell it -2 shekels from the retail price, and I'll use that and hoard it. I won't spend anything. All my equipment, all the guns and shit. If I need to, I'll get a gun or something. I don't know, gun or get whatever I need. If I need to, but I plan on my loadouts to be just what I scavenge from the corpses and whatever else I find. Because the only thing more satisfying than a kill is adding money to your bank account. And that goes to real life too. Because I've killed people. And I've deposited thousands of dollars into my bank account at once. Let me tell you, depositing thousands of dollars into your bank account at once is 1,000 times more satisfying than choking a male prostitute in an alleyway. You can fucking have my word on that. So, that's making me a bit excited for my birthday comes around. And so, I probably won't buy my PC till late September. Probably wait till then. I'll probably do that and get the monitor. Have it all shipped. And if you guys are watching, you're fucking into PCs and shit, don't you even fucking dare to dream about fucking berating me on getting a pre-built fucking gaming PC. Because look, I know my fucking limits. And I'm not some fucking sniveling little nerd looking up at the specs. I don't do that. I don't do that when I look at computer parts. I know my limits. I don't got no big brain. But what I do got is a shriveled heart. Looking at the guy that's been fucking getting every single coin can for the past 3 years. 3 or 4 years now. Every time I see a coin out on the ground, I pick it up. I literally, if someone drops a coin out of their pocket, I walk by, swoop it up off the ground, speed walk away. Every coin I see is my coin. Why do you think there's a fucking coin shortage right now? It's not because of COVID. It's not because of the shitty government. It's because I have been upping my coin game. I fucking put my pickpocket to 100, lockpicking to 100, my fucking persuasion to 100. All the coins are with me, you fucking assholes. They're my coins. They're my coins. And I got one target left for the coins. One fucking target left. And that's the mint. You see, the real reason I want to fucking play Tarkov. Okay, Dobby? The real reason I want to play Tarkov isn't for fun gamer time. It's the practice. It's the practice for reality when I raid the US Mint and get every goddamn single fucking coin in this country once and for all. And then I'm gonna burn the mint down so no more coins can be made. And then my savings gonna look real good after that. See, my savings, that's my holy grail right there. Any little extra bit of money I get that's not from my job, savings. Sometimes I wish I could just go to the bank and just have a special room that's just my money that I can just lounge in like fucking Smog. That is my dream. That is my dream. And one day, when the world ends in 2022, it'll come true. Rockland Trust will be my little raider outpost. And me and all my little raider friends are gonna fucking rule that place, bro. My raider name will be Toothless Timmy. Ruthless, Toothless Timmy and his marauding boys. Yeah. Scourge of the wasteland. Alright. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Bro, Dobby just fucking ripped that fly in half. Oh god. It's fucking awful. Oh my god. Damn. Damn, that wasn't a fly. That was a fucking mouse. Oh my. Holy shit. Oh god. Oh fuck. It's everywhere. Oh Jesus. That's just. Oh, it's disgusting. Dobby, no. No. Yo, jeez. Oh, I'm gonna have to fucking clean that up. Dobby, I know you were trying to be good, but You have to... The blood, it's... Oh, now it's twitching. It's twitching. Oh, ooh. God, that's not pretty. Oh. Alright, well, we've hit the hour mark, and I've got a rat corpse to clean up. So, go fuck yourself. A Little Greek Fury production.